finally came together as a unit. I think a couple of people were hurt, which kind of threw our system off a little bit. But I think the majority of it that helped us was we finally kind of cohesive on the court on all aspects. Our defense was like all over the place. They were just united on every front of how to play the defense. There was no confusion. And then offensively, we were clicking. Everybody was contributing. We were making the extra pass. I think it was just finally coming together and getting used to how we had to run specific plays and to give the extra option that we needed and not rely on one or two people. And I just feel like they feel very confident right now. They know that in order to win anything, they have to come together, and they proved it this weekend.
We knew going into that weekend, we played Springfield first, that it wasn't going to be easy, and we all had to come together as a team because I think that our big problem was that we were trying to play as individuals and weren't sticking to our game plan in the regular season. So when we were down by, I think it was 13 at the half versus Springfield, we just talked how everyone needs to be on the same page, we believe, and stick with what we had been practicing all week. And I think that was a really important thing for us because we worked so hard on sticking to the game plan all week in practice and applying that to the game. And we just came out with so much more intensity than we did in the regular season against those teams, and I think that's what was so crucial for our success.
I'm hoping that they'll be still on a high from the weekend. They beat two good teams to get where they are. It's not like, it was an easy tournament. And so, I think our season, we've played a lot of great teams. We played the Tufts, the Scrantons. So they've been there, and they have to think about that, and they competed with them. So they can't compete at this level. So I think they'll be excited about it. I think they wanted a tough matchup, and I believe that we match up well with Bowdoin. So they feel good about it. They've seen Bowdoin play. Some of them went to the Bowdoin Tufts game, and I think that helps a lot once you know the players on the team. A lot of them played with other players on Bowdoin's team. The Situate girls are, there's one on Bowdoin, there's one on Babson. Same with Braintree. So there's that connection. So we know who we're going up against, and I think that helps a lot.
Coach definitely did a good job at setting up a tough schedule for us this season, and I know when we got to Puerto Rico, we played a team like Scranton, who was really great and competitive, and it was a struggle, obviously, for us at that time, but I think that in the end, it's helped us prepare for going into the NEWMACs and now in the NCAAs, and staying focused. We understand that, we understood that this past weekend wasn't going to be easy, and now we know going forward that this competition is just going to get harder and harder. And I think that that's helping our team stay focused and come out intense and ready to play. And Coach said it perfectly yesterday at practice. We talked about the weekend and how great it was, but how we need to carry that focus and intensity that we worked so hard in getting past couple weeks in practice and carry that over into heading into the NCAAs.
I don't think on the road really changes the dynamics of getting ready for the game and preparation for the game. If anything, sometimes it's better because you don't have the distractions you have at home. The disadvantage is you don't have the support that you get when you're in your own court. But, I think they're used to that, and I think they're just so excited to be here, and I don't think anything's going to take their focus away right now. They know this is it, and, they know that they have an opportunity to do something really great this year, and, they're riding high on what just happened, so I think that will carry it over. I hope it carries over.
I think it's great when we're on the road because we have such a set schedule on what we're going to do. I know for the NCAAs we have a whole hour to shoot around and walk through plays the day of the game, and I think that's really important because sometimes when you're on campus you can get distracted, and it's definitely the routine is going to help us in the end. I think it's hard when we're on the road because of the support. Obviously we don't have that big of a crowd, but at the same time we do have great fans. I know some fans from Babson came all the way to Springfield to support us, and it's just great having those types of people in the crowd and cheering you on when you're the away team. But for the most part, when we're in the hotel, I think we get a good night's sleep. Almost that mentality has you more focused on the game, and you know that you're in this different setting that's unusual but a special thing to be a part of.
Yeah, I think it definitely helps if you've been there before. So, but I really think just being in tournaments, being in the tip-off, being down in Puerto Rico, and then last weekend, I just think being in a tournament environment helps a lot. But the upperclassmen have been there, and they know the excitement that's around it, and the distractions that can cause. But I think the younger kids have also been in big tournaments in high school, so I think the experience has been there, and they don't seem to be getting distracted very often, so I felt like if they were ever going to be distracted, it was playing at Springfield. The pressure was really on there, your number one seed, and they seem to stay focused, so I'm hoping that they'll do the same.